good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Now.
They'll run on first down. Lawton, only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double time. We got three, fellas, we got three. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Come on, set. 60 yards. 55, come on. It's a party now. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schaefer. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he coughed it up. And the Colts pick it up. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20! And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo.
Here's Hines. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that, Dave? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
4 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Stick. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Charlie!
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go! 30 base.
All day, every day.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, snap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 57's the mark.
Throwing Jones. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 20. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Ready?
From the gun, Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Jones. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
You don't want no problem from me.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the boot. Check it.
Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
On first down, Clancy. Ooh, the juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10, Stick. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now it's Hines. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Down. 18 Gator. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill, 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 kill.
Stick from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check. Any weapon. Go. Ready.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Let's go.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We go! 18 Gators!
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Jones now going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Let's just take it around the 12.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Throwing again on 2nd down. Stick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Strong right, strong
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Cut! Bravo!
Stick back to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Check.
Go.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's easy work and it's coming again.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Mack. And down inside the 15 he goes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Go. Motion. Go, faster.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones. his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schultz. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jones, throwing again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Colts.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hines on a toss play. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yards.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team privately within